there's a lot of concern with parents about their kids playing rugby, and some are advocates and they encourage it, and it's a sport they love and play it themselves, and some parents feel that the risk is too high. And I know it's an individual choice, as you mentioned, with the players, but for parents, what practical advice do you have to manage their children's involvement in rugby safely?
That's a great question, Shay, and I think really, excitingly for me in many ways, in an energising way since the book's come out, that's a question that people are asking more and more. And what's really clear to me is that at schoolboy level and schoolgirl level, where the game has increased since I was playing, there's definitely more girls playing rugby than there used to be. But the education at that level and the talk and the conversation in the educational establishments is actually probably much more advanced in many ways than it is at the professional level. And I think because schools don't have a choice when it comes to protecting and looking after their people, that is absolutely what they're there for. So, I think in the professional world of professional sport, there's almost a sense in some cases that they're almost outside of the law in some ways in terms of employee rights and protection of workers and things like that. But when it comes to schools and pupils, those schools don't have a choice. So they have to respond to parental concern. So I'd say make sure that your school that you're sending your kids to is on this. Make sure that the culture in the school doesn't look like a professional sporting world. I don't think that the purpose of school sport is purely to become almost a factory line into the professional game. School sport is about so much more than just winning, and it's so much about having fun and enjoyment and camaraderie and learning to win and lose in the right way. And there's a whole book that should be written about what's the point of school sport, but I don't think the point of it is to just create and produce players for the professional game. So look at the culture of the club or the school that your son or daughter's playing in, and then educate yourself, because there's lots and lots of things that we can all do as individuals to make sure that our people, the people that we love, are okay when they're on the pitch. And again, I come back to that case of Ben Robinson, his dad Peter, who's a dear friend of mine now, always said if one person around the pitch had been able to recognise what a concussion looked like, the symptoms of concussion, my son would still be alive today. And to me that's a pretty powerful message. And so educate yourself and make sure other people around you are educated so you know what a brain injury looks like.